incredibly enough, I'm surprised we're sat here. Not because anything bad's happened, just we've just been up to Manchester and back, haven't we?
Yeah.
Bit of a rush, but we got back all with about 6 minutes spare to set everything up. But we did it. We've done it. And we're here on Friday night. Well, we think we're live. As far as we know, we're live anyway, aren't we?
Sarah's had a bottle of Prosecco, so...
Yes. Yeah.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen, couldn't it? So why were we at Manchester?
Because Stevie's birthday. It's Junior Tracker's birthday.
Junior Tracker's birthday. On there. So happy birthday to our own Junior Tracker. You can't see me waving because I'm moving around town. Hold on. There you go. Happy birthday. So several years ago, quite a few years ago, on this day, she was born.
She was.
Hurrah, happy born day. Woohoo! Woohoo! Anyway, yeah, I think we're live. So we're doing our usual Friday night stuff, aren't we?
Yeah.
Which means I've got to now swap to showing pressing buttons, etc.
Yeah.
I'm just not prepared for pressing any buttons these days. So straight into it, good old Disneyland Paris expansion plans.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not ready to.
You're not fast because you bottled Prosecco.
A bottle of Prosecco. Can't even say that.
Can't even say it, can you?
Prosecco.
Prosecco.
Yeah. Work's continuing for the new DLP expansion to Frozen Land. Shall we call it Frozen Land or Arendelle?
Go with Frozen Land. I like how you went with Frozen Land.
The Lake Promenade area,
yeah,
which is the bit on the screen,
okay,
centres around the lake and will feature a Rapunzel attraction.
Yeah.
You should be on the next slide.
Oh, should I?
See, James hasn't even had a bottle of Prosecco.
No, hold on.
Features a Rapunzel. That's not the Rapunzel attraction.
No, that's.
I take that's the quick service restaurant.
Yeah.
It will feature a click again.
Click again. We're getting there.
That's the Rapunzel attraction.
Right. Okay.
Right. So a Rapunzel attraction. Click again.
Hold on, I'll just have a quick drink.
A table service restaurant.
Yeah.
And a quick service restaurant.
Which was the first one
that
came
up. English Gardens.
Yeah. Am I clicking again?
Yeah, leading to the entrance. No, you can leave.
I am clicking again.
Click again. Leading to the entrance to Arendelle. So it was rumoured that there was going to be a Tiana themed quick service restaurant.
Right.
But that's since been scrapped. It's no more.
So which park is this in?
So this is in the Studios Park.
Right, Hollywood Studios.
No, it's not Hollywood Studios. It's at Disneyland Paris.
MGM.
No, just Studios.
Just Studios. But whereabouts? So I'm in the Studios.
Yeah.
You're in the covered area where all the quick services are.
Right, well, if you go back to the previous slide.
Hold on, previous slide. Yeah.
And again.
Yeah.
And again.
And again.
And again.
And again.
And again.
Yeah.
Right, let me just have a quick look at the screen on there, see if I can see anything to point out. No, I can't. But anyway, it's kind of by where the Toy Story area is.
Right, okay.
So there's going to be an entrance to this land.
Yeah.
From the Toy Story area. I was hoping you could see RC Racers on that picture.
So is it kind of like a new, is it a proper expansion?
Yes.
To that park?
Yes.
I know there's nothing's there right now.
No, it's being built.
Oh,
so we
cool.
talked about
right.
This a few weeks ago.
No, I know, but I was just trying, because I was looking at that picture, the one that's on screen now, thinking, where is that then? And obviously it's brand new, isn't it?
Brand new, so
brand new.
It's going to be kind of, picture on the right-hand side is just the bit that you can't really see is this Toy Story bit, so RC Racers.
Right, okay, yeah.
Is there.
Right.
So you can go back to the other.
So clicking. So we've gone through all this.
Yeah, we've done that.
We've done all this. We've done the quick service restaurant.
No, this is the bit we're on. So
okay,
this
we're
was
still
originally
talking.
going to be a Tiana themed restaurant, but it's been scaled back now. It's still going to be a quick service restaurant. Just it's not going to have a Tiana theme.
What theme is it going to be?
It's not going to have any theme as far as I know. The theme is Art Nouveau.
Okay.
It's just called the East Pavilion.
Fair enough.
And it's going to be located opposite the table service restaurant and close to the Rapunzel ride. The building will house a takeaway, toilet block, and technical support for the shows that are going to take place on the lake that they haven't built, that will be built.
Yeah.
In addition, the building will also house restrooms and dressing rooms for characters.
So when's all this going to be open and ready for?
2025.
Tron 2025 or Universal 2025?
2025. They haven't given an exact date, but best guesses is 2025.
Okay.
There'll be terraces under the awnings.
Yeah.
That'll allow seating for around 50 people.
Okay. Yeah.
They also have to put in a second construction. If you click
Well,
again.
am I clicking again?
Yeah.
We're clicking.
That's the other construction building
Pavilion
nearby. Yeah.
Yeah.
To comply with storm sheltering regulations.
Oh, okay. Right.
So I didn't know Disneyland Paris had that bad.
No, I didn't. I was thinking it's not that bad, but you know.
So that's the building keeping in with the theme of the whole Art Nouveau.
Yeah.
Things. I'm just wondering if you can see Toy Story races on the schematics, but you can't.
No, I couldn't see.
But yeah, looks very pretty.
It's that going to be interesting, isn't it? If it's an absolute brand new area,
Yeah.
as in not refurbed or anything.
No, brand new.
Brand new. I didn't think they got enough room at Paris to do this.
Well, they found room.
Excellent.
So the Rapunzel attraction, if you can click on the next one,
Yeah.
is going to hopefully look like that, and that's the blueprints for it next to it.
Yeah.
It's going to take over where the story was in the lantern scene. So you know where Flynn and Rapunzel are sitting in a boat watching the pretty lanterns.
Yeah.
Having a little sing-song.
Okay.
It's going to be like a teacup style attraction.
Oh, that's not good.
It's from the manufacturer
Zamperla.
who also did the teacups ride in the other park, in Disneyland Park.
Disneyland Paris Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But instead of cups, you're going to be on a boat.
Okay.
As you can see on the blueprints.
Yeah.
Wooden boats in the midst of hundreds of lanterns. So you can see the lanterns, you can see the boats. Spinny, roundy.
Doesn't sound
sicky.
very sicky. It doesn't sound as though they put an awful lot of thought into it.
No, I am disappointed in it because I would expect at least the boats to have been on water like bumper boats.
Yeah. Let's just copy an exact teacups ride and just put boats instead.
The pavilion looks very similar to all the other teacups rides in Disney parks, but let's give it a chance.
Well, it'll be done well. They'll be done well, won't it? Without a shadow of doubt, they'll do it well.
The next thing is a table service restaurant,
Okay.
which is going to be situated on the edge of the new lake.
Yeah.
And obviously the lake is going to be the home for the future nighttime spectaculars. So the restaurant's going to have 2 distinct reception areas and a bar area with a capacity for 75 seats and dining room with 250 seats. So these 2 south-facing areas will have monumental bay windows.
Okay.
Providing an unobstructed view of the lake.
How big are monumental bay windows?
Floor to ceiling.
Right.
I don't know, floor to ceiling, let's say.
Well, it's not really monumental.
Unobstructed view of the lake and its show. Do you know what that says to me?
Go on.
It's a chargeable dining event.
Yes, get in.
That's what it says. If it's saying that it's going to have unobstructed views of the lake and its shows,
yeah.
Why would you mention the shows if you're not going to be able to sit there and watch the shows
and get charged
for the privilege of doing it?
Exactly. So
would be my suspicion.
Indeed. Shout out to Adventure Bears.
Hi,
hello.
Adventure Bears.
Hello.
But yeah, it all looks very, very pretty. It's all kind of Art Nouveau themed. It's very much in keeping with the whole of the Paris parks. And fair dues to Paris, they have got the prettiest Disney parks.
Right, yeah,
the most picturesque
of course.
Disney parks.
Yeah, you might get some hate for that, but you know.
I don't think I will. I think it's universally acknowledged that Paris is the prettiest park.
Oh, right, okay.
So, looks exciting.
Parks now.
Looks exciting, all new stuff. Next one. So also still at Disney Paris, there's a new Luca-themed mural that's appeared. And the dining room at Pizzeria Bellanotte, which is closed at the minute for refurb, presumably because they are retheming bits of it. So they're retheming one of the rooms to Luca, which, confession time, I've only seen half of.
Oh.
I know.
Which half?
The first half.
Yeah.
It features 2 children in a crescent-shaped boat with a sea monster around them. and the Italian words roughly translate to seas and mountains no longer divided, sun and moon always shining.
Doesn't necessarily trip off the tongue, that, does it?
It is in Italian, so it could really say anything.
Right, okay. Yeah.
The new area is going to be called Andiamo, which means let's go.
Right.
Which I'm sure is a Super Mario thing rather than anything.
Well, I did notice the actual Italian word, andiamo.
Yeah.
You didn't do an Italian accent.
Andiamo.
But let's go, the English translation.
Let's go.
Okay.
Anyway, it's going to have a seaside atmosphere with objects and details evoking the fishing village of Porto Rosso, which is where Luca is set.
I really hope it's not a festing village.
You can't say that.
That's what you said.
Next slide, please.
Sorry, I'll be on the next slide.
I said fishing.
All right, okay. Adventure Bears to say, let's go. So you've got everyone at it now.
I'm sure that's a Super Mario thing, not a Disney thing.
I think it could be.
Anyway.
Are we doing the next slide?
Next slide, please.
Let's
move on before we get into more trouble.
Jinx.
Oh, new character. I've got to speak. New character bits.
On Jinx.
To celebrate the release of the 3rd series of The Mandalorian.
Right.
This is the way. On Disney Plus. Mando and Grogu are making appearances in Disneyland Park from the 1st of March to the 14th of March. It's a very limited one.
So now.
Yeah. In Discoveryland, around the back of Space Mountain.
Okay, yeah.
Get there early. They are running in half-hour slots, and it is very, very busy. He is also, despite me saying that I thought Walt Disney World would be up in arms over the fact that he was in Disneyland California.
Up in arms.
And also in Disney Paris. He is now also in Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World.
Is he permanently there?
He is there for the foreseeable future. He hasn't got a time period, unlike Disneyland Paris.
Well, why didn't they ask Yoda?
But they've had Yoda before.
No, why didn't they ask Yoda how long is he there for? Because can't Yoda see in the future with visions?
Well, all the Jedi can.
Well, not very
So
good then, are they?
Baby Grogu could see.
Yeah, but Baby Grogu can't even speak, can he? He
No,
just
but
sits
he
in
can
people's
use
laps
the Force,
and
like
pops
us.
up. He is lazy, isn't he? He's got
He's
all the Force available, and
Yeah.
he sits in someone's.
Well, wouldn't you?
Pocket.
If you could be carried around all day, would you not be carried around all day?
True. Yeah, I suppose so.
Also, in other new character greets, in Shanghai, so other side of the world, May from Pixar's Turning Red is making her character debut in Panda form
Okay.
at Shanghai Disney this spring.
The panda face looks a little bit scary to me.
I
Now,
don't think it does.
Don't you?
I think she would give the best hugs.
I think she get the best hugs and then rip your throat out.
I don't think she would. She's
What
a
is
cute
that,
panda.
man? Look at those teeth.
She's a cute panda.
Well, okay.
So yeah, if you want to have a hug from May, the only place you can get one at the minute is Shanghai. So
There you go.
there you go, new character meets.
Anyway,
Right, I don't normally do political stuff because I don't think
it's not political. It's still news, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still related to Disney
It's
news.
just
Don't
Disney
really do
news.
political stuff. I'm not going to comment on it. But Governor Ron DeSantis has this week ended the Reedy Creek Improvement District. Now, the Reedy Creek Improvement District is a municipality, shall we say?
Mm.
It was set up in 1967 by Disney.
Yeah.
And basically, if I can put it in this way, so if you've got a local theme park,
Yeah.
so ours would be Alton Towers,
Alton Towers.
right? And Alton Towers didn't have to go to Stafford Borough Council and say, I would like to build this ride, please. And
Yeah.
Stafford Borough Council go, absolutely not. It's too tall and it's too noisy.
Yeah. How dare you
How
put a
dare
ride
you
in a
put a
theme
ride
park?
in a theme park? Disney didn't have to do that.
But they do now.
Disney had got their own municipality that they could just say to Reedy Creek, this is what we want to build. And they would go, absolutely, that's not a problem.
Because Reedy Creek were
Because
Disney,
Reedy Creek were
basically.
Disney. So it would be the most amazing thing for any theme park to have complete, absolute autonomy
Yeah.
over their theme park to say, this is what we want to build, this is what we need, this is the infrastructure we need to build it.
And no one can say no.
And no one can say no. And they also provide like the fire service, the
Yeah.
ambulance paramedic service, the every service
Yeah.
they provide. So for Disney, it was a really, really, really fantastic
Just a bit.
service.
And Governor
Seems
Ron.
slightly unfair on the rest of the Florida theme parks because they didn't have the same deal. Governor Ron had a little tantrum over the Don't Say Gay bill or parental education bill. Stamped his little feet and said, right, I'm taking your Reedy Creek away.
So now he's saying don't say Disney.
Yeah. So play the video, please, James.
Hold on. First video coming up. Let's see if this works today.
Morning saying today the corporate kingdom finally comes to an end. Disney World's Reedy Creek Improvement District becomes Central Florida Tourism Oversight District. Lawmakers approved this bill during a special session, giving the governor authority to appoint board members for the district. He named those members today, a member of the Sarasota County School Board, 3 attorneys, and a Florida businessman. He said the new board is set to meet in a little over a week. DeSantis stressed that there would be no additional tax burden on anyone in Central Florida. He said that the debt accrued by Disney will be paid by Disney. The governor also noted when Disney's former CEO spoke out against the parental rights and education bill, known to critics as Don't Say Gay bill.
So we had a little bit of a tussle last year over school legislation, and Disney came out against something that was really just about protecting young kids.
The district will, for the first time, have to report budget and finances to the state, would be restricted from building airports, stadiums, and civic centers, and there could be no expansion of Disney boundaries without state approval. Now, DeSantis noted several times that this would stay under state control, but that he would like to eventually hand it off to local government if there would be no extra burden on taxpayers. In Orlando, Anika Hope, West 2 News.
So.
Right, okay.
Put us back on screen.
Put us back on screen. We're on screen at the moment. Let me just put the goal. So he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's appointed five members to the board.
Already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 members to the board. Well, he said what it was called in there. I can't remember. One of whom was also the co-author of the parental education rights bill.
Because that puts some really qualified.
I'm saying nothing. And he's pointed to a desire among board appointees to play a role in the direction of Disney's entertainment future. So he would like them to dictate what Disney do with their future entertainment offerings.
Okay, as in Disney Plus as well.
Yeah.
Right.
He says, and I quote, "We also have people that very much want to see Disney be what Walt envisioned."
Which is...
Well, we don't know, do we? Because none of us can ask. It's a place that keeps moving forward and welcomes everybody and is inclusive.
Inclusive, welcomes everybody, but don't say...
Don't
No, I'll say that.
It's like, we don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, exactly. Or Bruno.
He's elaborated, expressing that he felt the 100-year-old Walt Disney Company had lost its way.
Okay.
And his hope seems to be that the appointed members of the newly formed Central Florida Tourism Oversight District might be able to help advise or steer policies that shape Disney's future. He says, again, I think a lot of families have had really great experiences many times, but when you lose your way, you've got to have people that are going to tell you the truth.
Do you think he has people that tell him the truth?
No. We can hope that they can get back on track. I think all these board members would very much like to see the type of entertainment that all families can appreciate.
See, but does he mean all families, or does he mean all families of certain kind of...
I've told you we're not getting political. So the first meeting for this board is scheduled next week.
Yeah.
And he advised all attendants of the press conference that they should buckle up ahead of the first meeting because there's a new sheriff in town.
Woohoo!
Shall I play that video?
Oh,
James?
God, I've forgotten a video. The new sheriff in town, haven't we?
Yeah.
Good morning. Thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you. It's so great to be here. Today, the corporate kingdom finally comes to an end. There's a new sheriff in town, and accountability will be the order of the day.
So
you got a new sheriff.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting times, isn't it? Because now, obviously, Disney have got to kind of be a bit more.
I mean, they haven't got any kind of right to dictate to Disney what they do in terms of entertainment or what they produce in terms of output and things like that. But what they can do is to put pressure on things to say within the theme parks, you can't include that and you can't do that, and you won't be able to build that ride, or you won't be able to expand that park, which Disney didn't even have to think about before. If they wanted to do something, they'd go ahead and do it.
Well, I'm sure that there's people out there who agree with what the government's doing, because obviously they're bound to be.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people out there that disagree with what he's done.
So
only time will tell.
We're not getting political. You're not hearing our opinions one way or the other.
No.
So we'll see. It's interesting times.
Right. So
on to other nicer things. No?
Moving on.
Are we on big screen, James?
We are on. Well, we're kind of half a screen and the side and half, because I thought people would appreciate it.
Another week, another festival.
Yeah.
It's always a festival in Disney. It's not in Walt Disney World. We're in California for their annual Food and Wine Festival.
Okay.
Which starts on March the 3rd today.
Yeah.
And runs through April the 25th.
Okay.
Link down below if you want to.
In the description.
I'm not going to go through it all. There's massive varieties of food and drinks. Plenty.
They do look nice.
Yeah, 12 festival marketplaces. Beef brisket. There's a blueberry pancake cold brew, which is the one drink on the top there. Mickey Mouse shaped macaron, which I think is on the bottom. That's got Snickers on. Loads and loads of different things, loads of plant-based things.
Have you noticed you always do the food when I've had nothing to eat yet?
Yeah, I do it on purpose.
So anyway, Disney California, Food and Wine Festival.
Food and Wine Festival. They're doing other things as well, which I don't think Walt Disney World do. So at the hotels and spas at the Disneyland Hotel, you'll find the Trader Sam's Tiki Mixology Seminar.
Oh, cool.
Where you can learn to make one of their legendary libations.
A libation.
Which is going to be the hippopotami Mai Tai with 1, 2 shots of rum.
I just say 1, 2 like
because that's what they do.
Oh, right. Okay.
I've got the hippopotami.
Oh, you think it's like a gun?
Yeah,
1, 2 shots of rum. Right.
You're going to Trader Sam's, you will get that reference.
Yes.
So yeah, different things over at the Food and Wine Festival in California. Next one, please. More food.
More food.
So Mickey's Toontown, also in California, reopens on March the 19th. So not long. There's going to be 2 new cafes, Cafe Daisy and Good Boy Grocers. Good Boy Grocers. I can't not say it like that.
I'm sorry, but
Good Boy Grocers. Yeah, Good Boy Grocers. I'm assuming it's for Pluto.
Well, I'm guessing so.
Good Boy Grocers.
Doesn't sound very good, does it?
So for the grown-ups, there are quite a few dishes that Daisy's put together for you.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the Daisy's Dressed Up Dog, which features an all-beef foot-long hot dog, chili cheese sauce, mac and cheese, and Parmesan potato crispies with house-made chips.
Okay, yeah.
You can also have a simpler hot dog, the Daisy Dog, which is an all-beef foot-long hot dog with house-made chips. And you can add the chili cheese if you want to, or not. If you're a pizza lover, there are 2 options. The cheesy pizza flop over.
Yeah, which I can see on the
which
screen
is like
now. That looks
calzone,
nice.
isn't it?
Looks like calzone.
And there's a pepperoni pizza flop over.
Yeah.
Not going to set the world on fire with this food.
No.
But, you know.
It might be tasty if you're hungry enough.
Yeah. There's also plant-based offering, which is the wrappy thing. Spring garden wrap. Wrappy thing.
The wrappy thing.
Spring garden wrap. Romaine and quinoa
The
in a
wrappy
wrap
thing.
with a creamy lemon dressing and toasted pumpkin seeds.
Yeah.
Love
to explore those for calzone as well.
We all love calzone.
What are they called? Flip-flops?
Flop-overs.
Flop-overs?
Yeah.
Flop-overs.
Yeah.
It's not one that you want to go up and ask, can I have a flop-over?
Can I have a flop-over, please?
Please.
And you do the next slide, please.
Hold on, I haven't got that yet. I thought you were still talking about your
No, I'm done with the
flop-overs.
flop-overs. So also for the small beans
Yeah.
in your family,
Yeah.
cheese pizza,
Yeah.
pepperoni pizza,
Which has obviously got the Mickey in.
which has got the Mickey on, macaroni cheese,
Yeah, down there.
Minnie's corn dogs.
I can see that on that part.
Doesn't matter how old you are, you can enjoy the tater chips, house-made chips with chili cheese, And there's 2 new drinks.
That's what I'm looking at the moment.
Oh, there's donuts as well. I don't know if you can see them on the picture very well.
I can't see them.
Donuts and cinnamon
behind
sugar.
the diamond.
Picnic time watermelon.
It looks nice. Yeah.
And
What's the one with the cream on there?
coffee connoisseurs will be pleased with the specialty cold brew.
No.
Caramel mudslide cold brew.
Yeah.
From Joffrey's.
Yeah.
With sea salt and whipped topping.
Sea salt on coffee. No.
Yeah, but it's to counteract the sweetness.
Yeah, but what's all this cold brew stuff? Coffee.
They love a cold brew.
I know, but coffee's warm.
In Toontown Farmers Market, you'll find the good boy grocers. It's a roadside stand, so it's like grab and go. Yeah. Tasty treats and drinks. New novelties to go along with some of them that I'm very excited to see. Not the food, just the extra treaty bits.
Okay.
Snacks and items you can pick up include pickles.
Yeah.
Mini baby bells.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola beverages.
Yeah.
Waters. Gluten-friendly allergy cookies, fruit bars, cuties, mini mandarins, stuff like that. But what I'm really interested in is, if you can see on the picture, the picnic blankets.
Oh, right, yeah.
And the little picnic baskets.
I can, yeah.
You can also buy the picnic baskets, put your little grab and go goodies in, and you can buy the picnic blankets. So you can sit outside in Toontown with your little blanket and your picnic basket and have your own little picnic basket, and nothing can stop us now. Nothing can stop us now.
Oh, I thought you were about the 80s song or something.
That's how cute is that?
Yeah.
I
how
just
expensive
need
is it?
Need it
how
in my life.
expensive is it?
$55
for
the picnic blanket and the backy.
What, together? $35 for 2 items.
I think so.
That's never right.
It's definitely for the blankets.
For the blanket, maybe it's probably another $35 for the basket.
But it's so cute.
It is.
I need it.
I would never say I need it, but it does look nice.
And I need the baskets.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm very excited.
Very excited.
Very excited with that one.
Yeah. Why do they love the baby bell? I know baby bells are nice.
Because everybody loves a baby bell.
But isn't it like about $5 for one?
Because, but it's a healthy snack for children, I think, because it's a high source of protein.
Well, I get that, but
cheese.
Isn't it $5 for one?
It's a lot for one. But if you go to France, go to Disneyland Paris and have a children's meal, you can have 2 baby bells.
Wow.
As a side.
Well, or if you go Morrison's or
it's not the place.
somewhere,
it's not the same.
You get all little packs of
doesn't taste the same. Next slide, please.
Next slide.
More happy news. I like happy
news.
This is a world record.
Right, okay.
So world record has been smashed for park visits.
Yeah.
So this gentleman is called Jeff.
Jeff, yeah.
Jeff writes.
Is it Jeff on both pictures?
Jeff on both pictures, just with beard and without beard.
And with Mac and without Mac. Okay, yeah.
He's visited Disneyland in Anaheim for 2,995 consecutive days.
Where does he live?
California.
I bet he lives next door, pretty much.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So that equates to 8 years, 3 months, and 13 days.
Does he have to pay each time?
He's got an annual pass.
Annual pass, right?
Or he did have an annual pass.
You see, that to me, it's like, so what? If you live next door,
I don't know that he does live next door.
He's not going to live 10 hours away, is he?
Can I finish my story, please?
Yeah. Sorry, Jeff, I'm dissing you, but unless
Jeff, I think you're a very inspirational bloke.
I do, because you live next door. You can just nip out.
He lives next door. He might live at the other end of California.
Well, if he does, you're inspirational. If you're next door, mate.
Anyway, he began visiting daily with friends when he was unemployed.
Yeah.
In 2012.
Yeah, okay.
So he'd been gifted 3 annual passes. So he felt that going to Disney was a great way to get out and get some exercise and stick with a positive mindset.
Yeah.
And after a straight year of visits, so after 1 year of him visiting, Disney gifted him with a gift basket and a certificate of honorary citizenship.
Yeah.
And after the 2nd year, they offered him a dinner and a gift backpack after day 2000.
That's not bad.
The kicker of it was, He was just a few days away from his 3,000th visit. When what happened in March 2020?
COVID.
COVID. So we had to stop going to the parks every day because the parks closed.
Does that mean, Venture Bears have just said he has to make it 3,000 surely.
He can't now because he's broke his track.
Yeah, so he's got to restart.
Yeah, but he said he won't because
he lives an extra 5 minutes away.
He's moved house. No, because he doesn't like the park reservation system, and he finds it difficult to go every day because of the park reservation system.
Yeah, but
I think they've said people have said it would be virtually impossible now to break that record.
Only because it's park reservation or something. Yeah. I mean, if what a man. What about somebody who works there?
Well, they might not have worked there for 8 years and
that's somebody else.
12 months and whatever it was.
Sorry, Jeff. I'm not.
Jeff, I'm with you.
One's impressed. I'm not as impressed.
I'm a fan.
Great that you've done it and all that, but if you're next door and you're just nipping in for a quick, 2 minutes.
I'm a fan, Jeff. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Inspirational, Jeff. Anyway.
Adventure Bears are obviously just commenting about the pandemic, about being there.
You would be gutted, wouldn't you, to be like 5 visits away from 3,000 and then COVID.
You would? Yeah.
I'd be gutted.
I would.
Anyway, hold
on.
That's enough of Jeff.
Sorry, Jeff.
You've upset me with Jeff now.
Jeff's upset me.
You've upset me with
Jeff. I know you're watching. Put me out of my misery. Tell me you're 10 hours away from that park. Or
Jeff wants to take his world record plaque into Disneyland.
He's not got one.
He has got one. The Guinness World of Records have given him a plaque because he's broken a world record.
What was the world record before?
I don't know.
2.
I don't know what it was.
Oh, okay.
But he has broken the world record.
Right. Anyway.
Trekkers Top Tips. Trekkers Top Tips, which we've decided is the theme tune. Trekkers Top Tips, although it's actually Top of the Pops. Trekkers Top Tips.
Yeah, I like it. We've decided it's just the one that you landed on.
Just the one I've landed on. Trekkers Top Tips.
Top Tips, yeah, right. Which is this week.
Refillable cups.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know which way the camera was.
Right, yeah.
Refillable cups.
So these are actually really good value.
Only if you're staying at Disney.
Yeah, if you're staying at Disney at a resort, and for us from the UK who kind of rock up for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. How much are these? 20?
These are $21.99.
Yeah.
For stays up to 14 days, although we've had them for 3 weeks.
Yeah, so $21.99 before tax.
Yes.
Yeah, so not that much more. So call it say 24 max.
Yeah.
Up to 2 weeks, and basically you can just fill up with all the drinks, can't you?
Yeah.
Including coffee.
Hot, cold.
Yeah, coffee, chocolate, tea.
Some of the resorts have like the freestyle machines, so you can have anything from the freestyle machines. You can have Coke beverages, so Coke, Diet Coke,
root beer,
Fanta, Sprite,
Pibs.
root beer. No, don't do Pib anymore.
Don't they?
Root beer, vitamin water in some of them.
Yeah.
Just normal water.
So
you can have tea, coffee,
so
hot
if you're in one resort, right? So you're in Old Key West or somewhere. Can you take it to another resort?
You can.
So you can go to different resorts.
You can get one from any resort and take it to any other resort.
Yeah, but
and use their drinks machines, but is not allowed in the parks. I mean, you can take it into the parks, but
they just don't have one, do they? Yeah, so you don't have, or in the water parks.
Water parks is different. I'm coming on to the water park.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So a normal soda costs about $5.
Yeah.
So this is 22.
Yeah.
So 4 sodas, you've made your money back.
Yeah, and you're getting, well, I say you're going to get through. We get through easily 4 drinks a day each.
Yeah.
Even at the resort, don't we?
Yeah.
So definitely for me, I like these because it's, you kind of think, $24 or whatever right at the beginning, but definitely worth it, isn't it?
Also makes a great souvenir.
Yeah.
Great souvenir.
Yeah.
And if you're like me, I've got a cupboard full of these.
You have got a cupboard full of them, haven't you?
Yeah.
And also,
a great souvenir.
You were just saying it's up to 14 days, isn't it?
Yeah, so they've got an RFID chip, which obviously you can't see, but it's got an RFID chip in the bottom, so that's activated when you buy it.
Yeah.
Put it on the machine, it reads the machine, reads the thing and says you've got refills until this date.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait to have them refilled, so you can have one drink, have another drink, have another drink, have another drink, another drink.
It's not like an hour or something, is it? You can basically drink. And I think it's like probably a minute or something, isn't it? There is something where it just says,
it's not long.
No.
It's not long, but yeah. can't be used at the theme parks.
But when we've been there for longer than 2 weeks, we have just gone up to a till, haven't we? And basically said it's run out, and they've extended it free of charge, haven't they? They just extend it. They don't ask. They don't say you got to buy it again.
No.
So for people over there that are over there for a while, these
and
these
if you drink a lot of soda or tea or coffee, absolutely well worth the money.
Yeah.
In the water parks, they do a similar refillable cup. I think it's slightly larger. I think it's a different design.
Yeah.
It's $11.99.
That's for the day as well.
That's for the day.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's only for in the water park. You can't use the water park one in the resorts.
Yeah. So if you're at the water park,
you can't use the resort one in the water parks.
No, but if you're at the water park, you get one between your group. You know, as long as you don't mind just getting somebody else.
I think technically they say you probably shouldn't share.
Yeah, but no one ever checks, do they?
Who's gonna know?
No one ever checks, because we always do, don't we?
We just have one between us.
Yeah, and you get the wet wipe out to make sure you don't get any of my phlegm.
No, I don't care.
On there.
But yeah, again, soda, $5.
Yeah.
It's $11.99 if you're going to drink.
You're there for a few
2 to
hours.
3.
Yeah.
As long as you're drinking soda, if you're not interested and you just want to drink water, well, you can get free water.
Just go up and ask them, don't you?
Yeah.
Go up and ask them.
Universal Parks. This is Universal's. Have a similar one.
I always don't think theirs is good value, but it probably is.
No, it is. So theirs is a Coca-Cola Freestyle.
Yeah.
One. Now they do different options. I'm only talking about the Coca-Cola Freestyle one. This is $16.99.
Yeah, for the day.
For the initial one, for the day. Now Universal do say you are not supposed to share.
Yeah, but again, we get one between us.
Yeah.
And also you get ices though, can't you?
You can get ices with Universal as well. You have to wait 10 minutes before you refill.
That's okay, isn't it? Yeah. Unless you're mega thirsty.
Yeah. Well, that's
okay. You can wait 10 minutes.
So again, $16.99 if you're in Universal all day.
Yeah.
For 2 hours.
It's really good value.
Yeah, you can also use the cup and get free water out of the Coke Freestyle machines.
Yeah.
But you can get free water anyway. So.
And you get the ices as well.
If you go for a second day, it's $9.99.
As long as you remember to take it with you.
It's $9.99 to get it reactivated. Because again, I can't tip it up. I've got a drink in there.
Not from Universal, isn't it?
No, little RFID chip in there.
Yeah.
So this runs out if you bought it on, say, Tuesday, it would run out at midnight on Tuesday.
Yes.
So it runs out at midnight.
So the key with these is if you're going to get them, make the use of them. But if you do make the use of them, they're really good value, aren't they? Especially the Disney resort ones.
Yeah, again, the Universal Park ones can't be used in the Universal hotels. They do their own version, which you buy in increments depending on whether you want one for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Once you get to 4 days, it's 4 to 14 days.
Okay.
So the 4 to 14 day cup is $19, just under.
That's not
it's
too bad.
$18.99, I think.
Yeah.
And it's a very similar mug to that one, except it's got Universal and it'll be resort specific. So the Cabana Bay one will be different to the Hard Rock one, will be different to the Portofino Bay one.
Okay. And don't Universal do Halloween mugs and whatever?
They do. We have got one of these, which is a Halloween themed one.
Yeah.
They do loads at Universal different cups, but I was just talking about the freestyle ones because anything else is just very complex.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's check. Stop tips doodle-doo for this week.
I'm just trying to see if that was the same theme tune.
Just vaguely.
Vaguely.
This week in Disney history.
Disney history.
Yeah. March the 4th, 1972. Sarah's favourite ride. Not written in a ride, is it? Sarah's favourite attraction. That is actually my least favourite attraction, and the attraction I would happily remove from Disney tomorrow.
Which it is?
It's done. The Country Bears Jamboree. I don't understand it.
Wow, it's just awful, isn't it?
I just don't understand
that picture there, it doesn't look too bad, but it's kind of like just no.
I love the Tiki Room, which is a similar kind of thing, but with birds.
Yeah.
And I love the Tiki Room, but this I just don't get.
No.
I don't understand it, and I come out and it's like, that's 10 minutes of my life, I'm never going
It's not even, I mean, usually, if you don't like something in Disney, you at least say it's good, get out the heat and through AC.
Yeah, not that.
Even this isn't, you just think, oh,
no.
man.
Anyway, March the 4th,
March 4th.
1972, Country Bears Jamborees opened at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Back in the 1960s, Walt actually wanted to build a ski resort inside California's Sequoia National Park.
Oh, right,
And he got all sorts of plans. He
Yeah.
was going to call it Disney's Mineral King Ski Resort.
Yeah.
And it included a show with musical bears.
Right.
So Imagineer Mark Davies worked on the concepts for the Bears show. But very sadly, Walt died shortly after presenting the plans for the ski resort, so the resort was never built.
Yeah.
The Imagineers wanted to keep the idea of the Bear show, and they used it for a Disney attraction, so they put it in Disney World.
Yeah.
It opened in the Magic Kingdom on October the 1st, 1971. It was an opening day attraction, and that is the only saving reason that makes me think it's redeemable, because it's an opening day attraction.
It's not.
Anyway, it was such a hit in Florida. They were easily pleased in the 70s.
Mhm.
The plans were soon made for the attraction to go to Disneyland Park in Los Angeles. And they even created a new area of the park called Bear Country, specifically for it.
Yeah.
So it required an e-ticket coupon, which was the highest, most expensive ticket you could buy. So it was for big, fast rides and things like Space Mountain and the Matterhorn and
Or
Country Bears Jamboree.
Country Bear Jamborees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bears ended in California
Uh-huh.
in 2001.
Yeah.
And the attraction was replaced by another famous bear. Who do you think it was, James?
Bear Grylls.
No.
Go on,
He's
then.
not a Disney bear, is he?
Well, I don't know. Might
So it was
be.
replaced by Pooh Bear. And it
Right.
became The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
So yeah, there are still some little bits of the Country Bears in Winnie the Pooh, the ride.
Why is he in there? Oh, the
In the ride, there's still some little bits in there. But yeah, on this day in history, Sarah's least favourite attraction opened in Disneyland.
It is truly, well, in our opinion, awful.
Other people love it. It's not for me.
Yeah, I mean, if you love it, you love it, because we like stuff other people don't on there. I mean, we like each other, and not many people like us. So, yeah. Each to their own.
March the 9th, 1955.
Yeah.
James, next slide.
Next slide.
We've moved on. On ABC TV, Disneyland airs Man in Space. I don't know if that's the thing. I'm just making it up. It's an episode of Disneyland, which originally aired on March the 9th, 1955. It's directed by the Disney animator Ward Kimball. And later it was edited into a featurette to play in theatres, accompanying Davy Crockett and the River Pirates.
Cool.
This Disneyland episode, which was set in Tomorrowland, was narrated partly by Kimball and also by famous scientists Dr. Willie Ley, Dr. Hans Haber, Dr. Werner von Braun, and Dick Tuffield of Lost in Space fame. Lost in Space! And that's how it went. And it also featured Walt himself.
Okay.
And it talked briefly about the light-hearted history of rockets and is followed by discussions of satellites, a practical look through humorous animation at what spacemen will have to face in the rocket, both physically and psychologically, such as momentum, weightlessness, radiation, even space sickness, and a rocket takeoff into space.
Yeah.
The Disney Science Factual series actually was very influential in drumming up support in the US for a manned space project. So, see, Disney, it's not just, a theme park.
Yeah.
It has influence on many different spheres.
Can you imagine if they did a space station, a real space station?
Awesome. I mean, I couldn't ever go because I'd be sick.
No, but it'd be awesome because you just know what shape it will be.
It'd be mouse shaped.
It will be mouse shaped. Yeah. Absolutely.
Love it.
On there.
So I like little stories like that because it just shows,
you don't expect it, do you?
Yeah, the influence that.
So that Walt Disney Man in
Disney
Space stuff, can you find that on YouTube?
You can find that on YouTube.
The
entire episode is on YouTube. And there were another 2 episodes after that as well that also helped to generate interest in the space programs and all kinds of things like that. But Disney did lots of
stuff like that you don't expect, don't they?
Factual things like that. They did an entire animation about puberty and periods for girls. Which I have watched.
Yes. Didn't they do 2 versions of that?
They did. Because it went into schools, went into classrooms. So they did a version that said about not having sex for the very Christian schools. And they did another version that said, this is what happens.
Yes, okay. So perhaps Ron was right.
Yeah. But yeah, there's lots of different obviously propaganda for the supporting the war efforts.
Yeah.
What was the other one they did? Sexually transmitted diseases.
Disney
Go
did
figure
STDs.
that. Disney did an entire video in animation on STDs.
Okay.
Gonorrhea was one of them.
Is
I've watched that one as well.
that a character?
Yeah, gonorrhea was the character. It was an army major telling you what to do not to get gonorrhea.
Fantastic.
Fantastic videos. Look them up on YouTube.
Yes. Yeah. Right, so that was this week in Disney
I've gone
history.
off on a tangent. I didn't need to talk about that. I've gone off on a tangent.
No, we covered some topics on this one.
Yeah. Refillable mugs. I'll go back to refillable mugs.
Back on refillable mugs quick.
Yeah.
So
that's it. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
Again, if you can like, subscribe,
notify,
ring the notification
share.
bell, share, anything. It was so appreciative of it all.
Yeah.
Next week we've got a different week on next week, haven't we?
We've got a guest.
We've got a guest on next week,
Got a
so you
guest.
don't have to listen to us two wittering.
Well, you probably will. I mean, we all witter.
Wittering in between. But next week we have our guest Charlotte,
Mm-hmm.
and she is an ex-cast member
Yeah.
who worked in Epcot,
Yeah.
in the UK pavilion of Epcot, and she did the cultural exchange program.
Fantastic.
So, watch us next week. If you've got any questions you want to ask, how do you apply for the process? What do you need to do? What is the program?
Yeah.
What can I do? Where can I go? Where can I work?
For a moment there, I thought you were about how to apply for the process to come on our show.
No.
About to say, I didn't realise that.
Cultural exchange program.
That we got that formal yet.
How she found living in America for a year. You know, any questions you've got.
Yep.
Fire them on. Charlotte will be with us next week.
Yep.
So
Excellent.
thank you all for watching,
Yes.
and we will see you next week. Have a great weekend.
We will.
And that's it.
What's the catchphrase?
Oh, sorry. Keep on tracking.
Keep on tracking. Bye, everybody.
Bye.